Hey everybody, it's WillBits, and we are playing Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery, Year 5, Chapter 14, Mischief Managed. You'll learn more about Scabbers and the bit of old parchment you found, discovering that they're connected and everything leads back to Rakepick.
Meet me at me hut, Will. I can't wait to see Fang and you, of course.
Alright, Hagrid. This chapter we'll be learning the Befuddlement Draft and Starfish and Stick, which I think is another swap spell. Sounds pretty good to me.
Fang, you're home! I'm happy to see you too, Will.
Thanks, Hagrid. Fang did an amazing job helping me find Scabbers.
You might just make a proper tracking dog after all. Tell me everything that happened, Will.
Everything?
You don't have to tell me all your secrets. We both know I'm not good at keeping them. I just want to know how Fang did and make sure you're doing all right. It must be hard balancing your owls and attention and worrying about your brother and Beatrice.
It's kind of you, Hagrid. I'm managing.
Good to hear. Hey, speaking of Scabbers, I have some questions about him, too.
Alright, we'll spend an hour recapping you up, Hagrid. That sounds fine to me. So yeah, we just went around Hogwarts and looked for rats for an entire episode.
So Scabbers somehow managed to get himself into the cursed corridor. I know I'm not the best at keeping secrets, but did you find anything else?
Yeah, we'll tell him. I found a bit of old parchment. Scabbers was sitting on top of this old piece of paper.
Oh, that's strange. Maybe Percy uses the same type of paper to line his cage. I suppose you could ask Dumbledore if you want to make sure there's nothing special about it.
I better return Scabbers to Percy. Thanks for your help, Fang. Thanks for everything, Hagrid. I'll see you soon.
Take care, Will. I know I worry too much, but I have a feeling something bad's about to happen.
Something bad. Maybe in the library, Will. I can't wait to see Scabbers. Sure. Let's give your weird old rat back. Might as well. Sup, Weasleys? All I do now is study for my newts. Can rats give the evil eye? Because I feel like Scabbers is giving it. Scabbers makes me miss Sickleworth even more. Thank you, Will. It's good to have Scabbers back where he belongs. Speak for yourself. Have you noticed anything strange about Scabbers? I mean, besides the fact that he's always running off? No, why do you ask? Well, you know Bill and Charlie aren't particularly fond of him. I mean, I don't hate him. I hate him. Do you have a bad feeling about him, Ben? I have a bad feeling about everything. I wouldn't call it a bad feeling, but I do feel like there's just something off about Scabbers. I won't stand for this anti-rat prejudice. You all are ratists. Shh. Thanks a lot, Will. I think I'm the only person in Hogwarts who hadn't been shushed by Madam Pince. You're the one I want to meet in the library. And then yell a bunch. I'm sure it's nothing. If you tell me more about Scabbers, I could help defend him. Fine, Scabbers has nothing to hide. Time for the rat trials. 3 hours of defending rats. What happened to Scabbers' toes? What? What does that even mean? What's going on, Scabbers chat? You see, people can all have... You see, people can have all of the bad feelings they want, but Scabbers hasn't done anything wrong. It's strange that Ben mentioned finding him in the artifact room once. What's so strange about finding a rat in a dark room that smells faintly of cheese? Well, for one, how did Scabbers open the door? Someone probably left it open. Oh, twice in one day! You've been shushed! Shushed twice in one day. Mum will be terribly disappointed. I might not be able to change your mind about Scabbers. Just promise you'll return him to me if he ever goes missing again. I'll bring him to Dumbledore. That's an interesting button that I will press. Sorry, but if I catch him again, I'm bringing him to Professor Dumbledore. He'll know for certain if there's something off about him. Feel free. I'll be happy to tell him about the time I caught you breaking the rules. He knows. I need to do some research on a bit of old parchment I found. I'll see you all later. Yes? I should be going too. For reasons. Ben? Being suspicious? Meet me in the Great Hall, Will. There's something you should know. Tell me more, Ben. Tell me more. What are you up to? We still haven't really gotten to the bottom of your whole murder attempt.
I think I found Yeti footprints in the Forbidden Forest.
I already miss Fang. Yes, it was quite the adventure, walking around everywhere with Fang. I can't find the spell I need, so I'm going to invent my own. That's what learning's all about. Thanks for coming, Will. It's nice to know that someone still trusts me. This is about Scabbers, isn't it? I could tell there was something you wanted to tell me. You won't believe what I'm about to tell you. Even if you do, you'll think I'm mad. Let's just talk, Ben. Even with everything that's happened, you can still tell me anything. Ooh, an actual conversation. Something to spend a little bit of money on. I want to tell you what I've seen, but I'm afraid you'll think I'm mad. You'll never believe me. I'm going to say I want to believe you. I can't believe you said that. I don't even believe that you'd say that I won't believe. I've seen some strange things. I'm sure you have, or nothing is strange at Hogwarts. I'm going to say strange is relative around here. Okay, it's not as good. We've got a pretty good margin of error on this one, especially with our bonus points. Just tell me everything that happened, Ben. Of course, I'll tell you everything. Scabbers has been following me. You probably aren't the only one. And you smell like cheese, so of course a rat's been following you. I'm just afraid that no one will believe me. I want to believe you, Ben. Tell me what you know. My memory is getting worse. You remember losing your memory? At least you can forget your fears. That's a positive. It will probably come back would have been the optimal choice there. I think we still win with that, yeah. Thanks for listening, Will. I hope you believe me. The important thing is that you believe that I believe you. So you think Scabbers has been following you? I think he might even be responsible for my memory loss. You think I'm mad, don't you? I believe you. I don't really understand what's happening, but I believe you, Ben. I believe that Scabbers is stealing your brain. He's a brain mouse. Thank you, Will. That means everything to me. Need to find out if the paper I found with Scabbers is important. Be careful, Will. Of Scabbers? Of everything. I remember what the attacker said. What I said. Death is coming to Hogwarts. I think that Scabbers is part of an elaborate plot to take over the world, which he does every night. Let's speak before the next Defense Against the Dark Arts class. By which I mean you'll come here, I'll make you take the class, and then we'll talk. Ha 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 ha. All right, Rakepick, we'll see you in a few hours. All right, man, this chapter is short. I didn't actually realize that we were here at the very end of it. Well, we'll go talk to Rakepick anyway. Normally I would do the classes first, but we'll just see.
What you will? Wait until you see my Madam Rakepick impersonation.
I would like to see that. Oh, especially since you could actually turn into her. I need to talk to Percy about that hat he's wearing. Get him to stop. Everybody stopped wearing those after, like, the beginning of the first movie. What is everybody studying for their owls this year? Did something happen to all of the owls over the summer? Oh, Barnaby. Oh, Barnaby, you're about to fail a very important test really bad. Oh, no.
Did you find the vault portrait?
No, but I wanted to ask you about a bit of old parchment. Lovely.
See me after class, then.
We were going to talk before class. That was supposed to be the whole thing. Fine. Spend 3 hours consulting our whatchajiggers. So we can finally find out that it's the Marauder's map. Alright, this sure was a lot of work for them to just be like, oh, you had the Marauder's map the whole time. You got it! Have you been searching for the vault portrait? Yes, but I got caught by Percy Weasley and had to help him find his pet rat, Scabbers. And while searching for this very important pet rat, you happened upon an even more important piece of paper? Yes? Can you sense my sarcasm, Mr. Bits? Yes, I spent a lot of time around Professor Snape. And he talks like that all the time. And it makes me sad when he does it too. Do you know why I'm hard on you? Because you're mean. Because this is important. Because it's important that we find the portrait and the maps that we can help Beatrice and my brother. Oh. Correct! Pet rats and old paper help no one! Let me see this piece of paper. I found it in the cursed corridor. That should matter. Unbelievable! Yeah, I have no idea how it got there. This is no simple piece of paper! What is it? Is it a complicated piece of paper? The Marauder's map! How can that be? There's nothing on it. There will be. Meet me this evening and we'll say the magic words. Alright. That would have been the end of the chapter, but we have classes to do before we can move on to number 15. So, let's go and do some potions. First and foremost, befuddlement draft. Hey Snape, teach me how to do a thing.
Today you will be attempting to brew a befuddlement draft, a potion which induces confusion. Refrain from sampling these while in my class. Dealing with you lot is already difficult enough.
Yep, got it. Alright. 3 hours of befuddling one another. Alright. 5 gems, 5 house points. Speaking of which, I guess there's another one of these going on, of the house pride thing. It's a pretty cool outfit, but you have to get at least 40 house points before you're even technically part of it. And also, house pride stuff notoriously have been not very fun. So, also, I speculated that this was a transfiguration. It's a flying move, and it gives +1 energy limit. So I should have done it like earlier than this, but it's fine. We'll get it now. Before you attempt the starfish and stick, let's discuss it and review the steps. Flying, flying, flying. It's just the name of the move. Excellent form, WillBits. Would you care to demonstrate the starfish and stick? It looks like this. Like a big letter W. It's a move that keepers do. Oh. Okay, that's a pretty good keeper move. Is that really indicative? It's a, I guess, like a sideways sloth hang that gives you that free arm to grab a ball with. Okay, alright. Pretty cool. I'll take that extra energy, and we will finish out that chapter. Secrets and lies. Rakepick will show you how to use the Marauder's map, bringing you one step closer to Fletcher's attacker and the identity of R. Ooh! Finally, that's way more interesting than a lot of the other things we've been doing for the last couple of chapters. Level up, yay! I was at full energy, so that's kind of a waste. Meet me on the training ground. It's time I taught you to use the Marauder's map. Alright. Gonna be a short one, just 4 parts. We'll be learning De Primo and about the International Statute of Secrecy. That's shown up in a bunch of quizzes, particularly for Andre. Let's see what Rakepick's up to! Here at nighttime, out on the training grounds. Ooh. We set up a table out here and everything. How do you know that this paper is the Marauder's map? Because I saw it years ago when I was a student at Hogwarts. Because I attended Hogwarts with its creators, who sometimes refer to themselves as the Marauders. They were younger than myself, but we shared some common interests, namely breaking the rules. Not to mention that Severus Snape was as fond of them as he is of me, which is to say, not very. What is it a map of? All of Hogwarts, including the castle grounds. Not only rooms and secret passages, but the location of every person in the grounds identified by name. How is that possible? With very advanced magic performed by very talented wizards. I will do my best to explain. Okay, 3 hours of using the Marauder's map.
I like how we're going through the whole, like, rigmarole of pretending as if we don't know how the Marauder's map works. It was pretty huge in the proper story. But that's fine. Recap. Catch our main character up to speed. It's a map. It's got cute little footprints. Made for a really good credit sequence. I think I understand enough about the map to use it, but how will it help us save Jacob and Beatrice? It should show us the location of the man who attacked Mundungus Fletcher. His name will be right there. Man who attacked Mundungus Fletcher. Since that's the only thing we know about him. That man will have the vault portrait, which will give us access to the cursed vault and allow us to break its curse. How will we know who he is just by his name? I'll know. What are you holding back from us, Rakepick? You said there were magic words that made the map work. In a manner of speaking, we cannot lose this map, Mr. Bits. If Mr. Filch, or worse, someone who understands its value gets their hands on it, we will most likely never see it again. What will you do if someone tries to take the Marauder's map? Locked button. I'll use my cunning. I don't know if that's an intelligence check or what, but I don't got it. And my intelligence is up to 25. We're going to press the I'll use my magic button. I use the magic I've learned to stop them. Somehow. Probably through a rock, paper, scissors duel. By any means necessary, Mr. Bits. To view the Marauder's map, you must tap it with your wand and recite these words. I solemnly swear that I am up to no good. To hide the contents of the map once again, you must tap once with your wand and recite mischief managed. I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good. Amazing! I can see what, on the inside I can see what everyone is doing. All I can see is the title of the map right now. Kettleburn wondering about and magical creatures. Dumbledore pacing in his office, even though I think he's supposed to not be there right now. It's fine. Look at this person. How are they moving so fast? I can't even make out their name. Ew. I can. Their name is Hibba. That's what it says. Why'd you take that from me? For your own good, Mr. Bits. You can try to use your magic to stop me if you like. Wait. Alright, fine. Guess I'm dueling you. The person will kill you to protect his secret, and I will not allow you to die under my watch. No, I'm gonna get you first, Rakepick. Pew, 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 pew. I will contact you again when I've located the vault portrait. No, I'm supposed to help with this stuff. I couldn't make out their name, but I saw the rooms that person visited. Time to slowly visit them in order. I'll need help to work out what they were doing. I'm maybe in defense against the dark arts, Will. Class is out, so I don't have to learn anything. Oh, I hate learning. Learning about learning. House Prides, that's a lost cause. Alright, Barnaby. What up? Thanks for your help, Barnaby. I need to work out what Fletcher's attacker was doing in this room. Oh, I bet he was studying defense against the dark arts. Well, that's what I usually do in this room. Actually, I don't, but that's what I'm supposed to usually do in this room. I doubt he was studying alone in the middle of the night with no teacher. The plot thickens. The plot maintains the same viscosity. Actually, it's about the same. Yeah. Let's search everything. Hopefully he left some clues! I'm in the conversation too, yeah. Yes. We make a brilliant detective duo, Will. Yes. 3 hours of searching for clues. Alright, okay. I guess we're some kind of duo. Barnaby. No, you fell asleep while we were looking for clues. I found a black quill in Rakepick's desk. You know what that means? I hope you know what that means, because I don't know. What? Oh, I have no idea. I was just wishfully thinking aloud. Why would Rakepick have a black quill on a desk? Rakepick is R. Someone is framing Rakepick. Or Rakepick is searching for R. I don't think Rakepick is R. I don't think. I don't know. I'm gonna press the button here. Because we got a button. Rakepick must secretly be searching for R and collecting clues. Oh, I collect chocolate frog guards. They like the little collectibles. Yeah? I've got 3 of them. My favorite parts of chocolate frogs because they taste good and they don't have words. I'll collect a lot more of those. I threw away most of the cards, actually. I should see if this black quill is actually a secret message. Repair a farm. You should have done that before jumping to conclusions about what Rakepick was doing. Because I think that's also important. Because what if it's like, hey Rakepick, thanks for doing all the crimes. Hang tight and we're going to do some more crimes later. That's an important message. The black quill turned into an ebony feather. Oh, was it just a black quill? No, Barnaby. Nothing happened. The plot is getting too thick for me. It's almost as thick as me. Maybe Rakepick or someone else was going to use the quills as messages, but it hasn't yet. Or maybe it's just an ink pen. Maybe not every quill is a secret message. Fletcher's attacker went to Filch's office after this. I should search there next. I want to help you, Will, but I'm so sleepy. Just all the time. You can go to bed, Barnaby. I'll find someone else to help. Thanks, Will. Wake me up if you find your missing brother. So I'll see you in a couple years. Bye, Barnaby. Or a niffler with a bow truckle on its head. I'd really love to see that. Alright.
Meet me in Filch's office, Will. It's my favorite place to break things.
Huh. Okay, Tonks, you can help me with the next set. Alright, but since we're actually coming close to the end of this very short chapter, I'm going to do some of these side lessons first. In a desperate attempt to get some points before it's all over. So we're gonna do in here, also in Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom, we're gonna learn about DePrimo. No preamble, just jumping right in. Earning some stars. Alright. A destructive charm, DePrimo blasts holes downward. That being said, appreciate if you'd refrain from causing too much damage to my classroom. Sicklewiths let the picklesees loose again, yada 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 yada. Okay, go through the same hoops, but we're blasting holes in the floor. That sounds useful. WillBits, let's see you try to cast the spell. Poked some holes in our floor under this adorable stuffed animal. Looks like a little lasso. The lasso tool. Just. What? Why is the hole that deep? This is Hogwarts. There should be like another class under there, right? That'd be really funny if it was just like Snape's class down there and he's just potions, and then the teddy bear just falls down into the soup. The potion soup that we all drink for lunch. Alright, on to Tonks. Filch's office. Ooh, he's never in here, is he? Thank you for helping me search Filch's office, Tonks.
I'm always happy to help you, Will. I'm even happier to mess with Filch's stuff. What are we looking for?
Someone else came here before running off to my brother's room. I want to work out what they were doing.
Well, let's have a look around. I have a feeling I might accidentally break something. Accidentally.
Alright. Searching for clues. Alright, let's see what we find in a little drawer this time. I hope we just keep finding black feathers and they keep not being magical black feathers. Oh, I found something!
Did you find a heartfelt letter from Filch professing his unrequited love for Man of Pints?
No. No, that's very specific.
Disappointing. So it's like in my fanfiction.
I found a stack of reports on Rakepick all the way from when she was a student to as recent as last week.
Why is Filch keeping records on Rakepick?
The teachers don't trust her, I think. Is that framing Rakepick is possible, but that's a bit of a conclusion to jump to. We don't have any evidence of that. So I'm just gonna say it's a trust issue. Most of the teachers don't trust Rakepick. Flitwick was the only one that came to her defense.
Dumbledore must trust her if he hired her as a defense against the dark arts teacher. Nobody bad ever gets that position.
Okay. They say that position is cursed.
A lot of people say you're cursed.
Good point. And I am a little.
What do the reports say?
All sorts of things. Theft, disobedience, destruction of property, pretty much breaking every rule there is.
I hope she doesn't turn out to be evil because I really like Rakepick.
I should search my brother's room and try to work out what Fletcher's attacker's doing in the castle.
I'd love to help you, but I'm more late for detention, which is only going to get me more detention.
Thanks for your help, Tonks. Now I'll find someone to help me. Who next? Ah, Tulip.
I'm working on a special project with Padilla, but I'll be with you shortly, WillBits.
Alright, that's all well and good. I kind of figured there might be a time delay before the next one starts, so we can go to Magic History and learn about the International Statute of Secrecy, something that shows up a lot in Andre's quizzes. I think I said that already. That's fine.
Greetings, class. Today we'll be studying the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy. Created by the International Confederation of Wizards, this act hid the presence of the wizarding community from muggles.
Alright, 8 hours of studying that. That's a bit longer than our other thing, but we gotta do it sooner or later. So alright. Okay. Need to quickly finish my essay. Oh, this is always fun. It's not fun. Whew. Brilliant.
Yes, 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 yes. Very good, very good.
Alright. Got those house points. Got some energy that which we can jump into our next thing.
Class dismissed.
We learn nothing in these classes. Nothing! We'll never learn the history of magic and thus be infinitely doomed to repeat it. Alright, Tulip and Marula. What's up, guys? I was hoping he'd still be here.
Your brother? Poor Bits, I knew it was only a matter of time before you went completely mad.
To be honest, you lasted a lot longer than I thought you would.
Not my brother. The man who attacked Mundungus Fletcher. This is the last room I saw him enter.
On the magical map that no one else has ever seen.
Poor Bits. There. Tap, tap, tappy, tap.
I have to find Fletcher's attacker to save Beatrice and my brother. Let's see if he left any clues. Lumos!
Bwong.
Light it up! We should really just get some light bulbs installed in here. But alright, let's spend 8 hours searching for clues. Let's go! Get this chapter knocked out. Someone's definitely been messing with this desk. Somebody very fast. Alright, I fell asleep in the middle of this one, but I only needed 1 star, so let's knock it out. I found a black quill. I'm gonna be able to make a bird at the end of this game.
You and your black quills. Do you think it's another secret message?
The last one I found was just an ordinary feather, but let's see. Reparaforge! Whoa, oh, this one is an entire book. A notebook.
What does it say? Lumos.
Hey, that's what I do. Rakepick is the only reason I'm still alive, but I can't help feeling like she keeps me alive for her own reasons. I just wish I understood what those reasons are. I am uncomfortable by this camera shift. I'm expecting Rakepick to appear behind us. I don't understand why we need a third person to break the curse on the buried vault. Especially him. I don't understand why the Cabal is after me and went after my little brother. Is that me? Is this Jacob? She'll never know that Rakepick saved him too. I mostly don't understand why Rakepick is afraid of the Cabal. If I didn't know better, I'd say she isn't afraid of anything. Everything would be simpler if she couldn't keep me from knowing exactly what's on her mind. It's the one thing she and Snape have in common. Rakepick was working with my brother all along.
And she saved your life years ago without you knowing. And the only thing she's afraid of is some mysterious Cabal. I suddenly understand the appeal of these black quills.
Yes, they're not just feathers, Marula. Did you not know they were turning into clues?
WillBits always keeps things interesting. It's possible that the message was forged and planted by this mystery attacker.
Maybe, but it seems much more likely that Rakepick has been lying to me from the very beginning.
What are you gonna do, WillBits?
We have a button, we have two different buttons. Confront Rakepick is bravery. Consult Bill is something I can only do if I've maxed out my friendship with him, which I have. So, let's talk to Bill. I think that's going to be a more interesting path there. And it's the harder one to get. I'll see what Bill thinks. Rakepick is his mentor, and I trust his opinion.
Good idea, WillBits. Bill Weasley is very rational. Except when it comes to Rakepick.
Well, it's a good point, Marula. But we gotta try it. I think that's better than just running up to her. We can at least talk about it first. Alright, that's the end of this chapter. Secrets and Lies. See you guys next time for a little bit more.